What's up guys, Elmi here, and for this video I'm going to watch the honest trailer for Catwoman. And this video I believe was released to promote Wonder Woman, which was an awesome movie by the way. I talked a little bit about this movie before. It was featured in my top 5 worst superhero movies on my countdown series, and I just always hated the story of Catwoman. The story is completely ridiculous, and the editing was just, terrible. The fight scenes and also the rooftop scenes were just ridiculous. And I'm glad to see that a lot of people agree with me that Catwoman is bad. I mean, it's got like a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes and I think it was 3.3 out of 10 stars on IMDb. And I think it deserves a little bit lower than that, to be honest with you. And I'm glad that Honest Trailers finally decided to tackle this movie, and can't wait to see what they have to say about it. So let's take a look.
From Petov, just Petov?
Yeah.
Comes a solemn reminder that no matter what happens with the new Wonder Woman, the bar for female-led superhero movies is really, really low. Catwoman. Before you see the best DC has to offer, revisit the worst in this sloppily directed, insanely edited.
Thank you. My God, this is terrible editing. Terrible stunts, too.
Terribly written, ridiculously acted pile of cat barf that came out just 1 year before Batman Begins, but feels more like the spiritual sequel to Batman and Robin.
Chicks like you give women a bad name.
Meet Selena Kyle. Just kidding. This movie has nothing to do with the source material. Meet some random lady named Patience Phillips, a graphic designer with 2 of film's horniest co-workers.
We have our ways.
Man sandwich, 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
She's
Lois
supposed
Griffin
to be
from
a
Family
frumpy
Guy.
nerd, but since Halle Berry is the exact opposite of that, they'll just bury her in plus-size clothes and make her super clumsy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everything will change when a cat French kisses her dead body on a pile of garbage. Patience will become Catwoman, a woman with the literal powers of a cat, like hissing, getting off to catnip,
How could anyone take that seriously?
and eating disgusting amounts of tuna.
Oh my God.
But instead of, seeing a doctor about any of this, she'll just Google the phrase, cats, period, women, and give herself a haircut. Watch a film that takes a step forward in representing a female superhero. Take 8 steps back by having her do battle against Moisturizer. Evil Moisturizer, as cosmetics exec Sharon Stone gets to vent some of her personal frustrations with Hollywood.
I was everything they wanted me to be.
Oh.
And then I turned 40 and they threw me away.
While releasing a product that's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen.
You stopped using it and your face disintegrated.
I'm pretty sure that product gets recalled without Catwoman doing anything. She could literally sit her own movie out and nothing would change.
That's true.
Revisit an era where superheroes hit their low points, full of iconically crappy moments like the playground scene, the emo dance, and the Bat credit card.
Don't remind me.
But not to be outdone, Catwoman makes its contribution to garbage culture in the weirdest game of basketball ever filmed.
I know, that scene was so stupid.
Why do they just stand there dribbling for each other? That's not how basketball works. Stop shaking your ass at him. Kids are watching.
Oh my God.
Why? So look out, boys, because this ain't the superhero movie for you. And step back, girls,
No, it's not.
because it's not for you either. Or you Batman fans. Or you person with eyes and ears. This is a movie made for no one, about nothing, that never should have existed, whose only positive contribution to the world was Halle Berry's Razzie speech.
Thank you for putting me in a piece of god-awful movie.
At least she's a good sport about it. Now just apologize for that toad line, and we're good.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
Starring Puss in Boots.
Wow.
The Brat and the Cat.
Oh,
Base
my
Up
goodness.
Instinct. Mugatu, and The Lion King.
No, do not
Hello,
compare.
Shitty.
Oh, shit. Do not compare this
Hey,
to.
it's not like Marvel was doing much better at this point either.
Oh, actually, that one was pretty bad too.
Remember this name, Taserface. You blow, I'll do the fingering. What happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Oh,
Same thing that happens to everything else. Where the hustlers keep them chickens at. Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Oh, yeah. May he rest. Wow. Yeah, they pretty much covered why it's bad. So, like, I think there are, like, so many better ways that this movie could have been made. I mean, come on, a woman working at a cosmetic center who becomes Catwoman. And they mentioned the director in the beginning, Pitoff. Well, this movie destroyed his career, and, you know, you could see why. And you know what? I do agree with them that this situation like wouldn't have required Catwoman to be in it at all. I mean, this cosmetic company, you know, definitely would have faced product recalls and possible, you know, not just possible, very potential lawsuits, and just would have crumbled and went out of business. And so the whole problem would have solved itself. And you know, what would you need Catwoman for in this situation? So, yeah, good one, writers. And one thing that I do remember that they didn't point out in this movie is there was that detective that she falls in love with who, and this detective is very intrigued by both Patience Phillips and Catwoman, and somehow can't tell that that's the same person, despite that they have the same handwriting and the same voice. Like she doesn't even just try to disguise her voice like Batman did, and he still can't tell that's the same person. I mean, detectives are usually people who tend to catch on quick, don't they? So, hope you enjoyed my reaction, and let me know in the comments what you think I should react to next. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and until next time, this is Don Elmi, signing out. Bye.
Fireball.